Something strange is happening inside Apple right now. And this time, it is not coming from leakers on social media or anonymous sources chasing attention. This information is coming from Apple itself, buried deep inside internal code, quietly sitting there until developers noticed something was off. File names, product identifiers, hardware references that should not exist yet. And once you connect the dots, a very clear picture starts to form. Apple may have accidentally revealed its entire near future. Not one product, not two, but a wave of new devices that stretch across almost every category Apple sells. iPads, Macs, displays, software, smart home hardware. And what makes this leak different from most rumors is timing. These are not distant ideas. These products appear to be close. Very close. Some could launch within months, others before spring next year. And if even half of what we're seeing turns out to be real, Apple is about to enter one of the most aggressive release cycles it has had in years. This does not feel like a slow, refresh year. This feels like Apple clearing the board and resetting its lineup. Let us start with the product nobody expected to matter this much. The budget iPad. The iPad that usually exists quietly in the background. The one Apple updates just enough to stay relevant. Historically, Apple treats the base iPad as a safe product. Older chip, familiar design, nothing bold, nothing risky. It is meant to sell in schools and families and disappear into the background. But this time, Apple might be breaking its own rules. Hidden references suggest the next budget iPad, likely the 12th generation model, could ship with the A19 chip, the same class of chip expected to power the iPhone 17 lineup. That alone changes everything. Apple has never done this before. Putting its newest iPhone silicon into its cheapest iPad would be a massive shift in strategy. It turns a basic tablet into something far more serious. If this leak is accurate, the performance jump will not be subtle. We're talking about much faster single-core speeds, noticeably better multi-core performance, graphics power that pushes far beyond what people expect from a base iPad. This is no longer just a YouTube and Netflix machine. This becomes a capable gaming device. Smooth frame rates, faster loading, better visuals, and performance that still feels fast years down the line. This kind of power also changes how long the device stays useful. A cheap iPad that does not feel slow after 3 or 4 years is rare. Apple seems to understand that now. But the chip upgrade is not the only surprise. The same internal files point to a brand new Apple design connectivity chip called N1. This chip is rumored to bring Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 6.0. That means faster wireless speeds, lower latency, stronger connections, better performance with accessories, and smoother experiences across multiple devices. This is the kind of upgrade people do not notice immediately, but appreciate every single day. What makes this move even smarter is what Apple is not changing. No major redesign, no expensive display upgrades, no new camera systems. The same familiar look, the same simple body, and that is likely intentional. Apple keeps production costs down, avoids confusion, and delivers shockingly strong performance at a low price. Honestly, this could end up being one of the best value products Apple has released in years. Quiet, powerful, practical. Next comes the iPad Air. This one is more predictable, but still important. The iPad Air already sits in a very comfortable position. It is powerful enough for most people. Thin, light, and flexible. According to leaks, Apple plans to move it from the M3 chip to the M4. That is a solid step forward. Better efficiency, stronger performance, improved graphics, better thermal behavior. For creators, students, and professionals who want power without jumping to the iPad Pro, this matters. Multitasking feels smoother. Creative apps run better. Games benefit from stronger GPU performance. And once again, the N1 chip is expected here as well. Faster wireless, better connectivity, more future-proofing. But beyond that, Apple seems content to leave the iPad Air mostly unchanged. No radical redesign. No fancy display technology. No major camera changes. And that might disappoint some people, but it makes sense. The iPad Air is already good. Apple does not need to reinvent it every year. A quiet key. P update keeps it competitive without disrupting the lineup or pushing prices higher. Sometimes boring updates are the smartest ones. Now, things get far more interesting, because buried in these leaks is a product that could seriously disrupt the entire laptop market. A new budget MacBook. A real MacBook, not a refurbished model. Not an outdated design. A brand new entry-level laptop designed to hit a price point Apple has avoided for years. Around $600. That number alone sounds unreal. Apple laptops have never played in that space. And yet, the internal references strongly suggest Apple has been working on exactly this product. Early reports claimed it would use the A18 Pro chip, but newer leaks hint at something even more clever. Apple may base it on a 19 Pro silicon and rebrand it as something new, possibly an M5E. Not a full M-series chip, not an iPhone chip either. Something in between. This naming strategy would be smart. It connects the product to the Mac lineup without confusing customers. It keeps expectations realistic while still delivering serious performance. And speaking of performance, this is where things get wild. If this chip even comes close to a 19 Pro levels, it will outperform older M-series Macs, possibly even matching or exceeding early M2 systems. In a $600 laptop, that changes everything. Design-wise, expect compromises. A smaller body, slightly smaller display than the MacBook Air. Lightweight, minimal ports, likely USB-C only. Maybe 2 ports if Apple is generous. MagSafe charging is expected. External display support will probably be limited to 1 monitor. This is not a pro machine, and it does not need to be. What matters is that it is fast, silent, efficient, and affordable. Battery life should be excellent. Apple Silicon already dominates in efficiency. Add the N1 connectivity chip, and wireless power management improves even further. This could easily become an all-day laptop. And suddenly, Chromebooks look weak. Budget Windows laptops feel outdated. Even older Macs lose their appeal overnight. This might be Apple's most dangerous product for competitors in years. And that is only part of what leaked. References also point to a new Studio display, too. This has been a long time coming. The original Studio display was solid, but expensive and limited. The second generation is expected to improve brightness, contrast, and possibly move to mini LED technology. There are hints of better cameras, improved speakers, and stronger integration with Apple Silicon Macs. Apple rarely updates displays. When it does, it matters. Then there is iOS 26. Not a flashy redesign, but a foundational update. Smarter system behavior. Deeper AI integration. Better background processing. More intelligent notifications. Apple seems focused on making the system feel more personal without being intrusive. Less noise, more relevance. And finally, the product that ties everything together. The HomePod, Apple's long-rumored smart home hub. A device that sits between an iPad and a HomePod. A screen, speakers, smart home control, FaceTime, media playback, automation, and possibly the first real glimpse of Apple's AI-powered home strategy. This is not just a gadget. This is Apple trying to own the center of the modern home. Taken together, these leaks paint a very clear picture. Apple is not chasing flashy innovation right now. It is executing, tightening its lineup, fixing gaps, delivering value where it matters, performance where people feel it, prices where people have been asking for years. My honest opinion? If these leaks are accurate, Apple is making one of its smartest moves in a long time. Not everything here is exciting on the surface, but almost everything here makes sense. It feels deliberate, it feels confident, and it feels like Apple knows exactly where the market is heading. Now the big question is timing. All signs suggest these products will roll out between now and spring, possibly across 2 events, or one major event followed by surprise releases. Apple has done this before. Quiet launches, press releases, no stage, just products appearing on the website. And when that happens, most people will not see it coming. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay ahead of Apple leaks before everyone else, subscribe to the channel, share the video, and hit the bell icon so you do not miss what is coming next.